Hello and welcome to the Signals live stream. We are currently on scene in Agua Dulce after
behind the line,
where police and firefighters are on scene following reports of a shooting at Fire Station 81 in Agua Dulce that has left one person dead, according to reports. Right now we are looking at Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department helicopter Air 5. It's circling a residential location that, if we pan the camera over, we can see is currently smoking, currently on fire after a person who is believed to be the suspect from the shooting escaped to this location. The area, you can see in the foreground the police tape that is up here. The area has been sealed off with officials warning residents to avoid the area as this operation continues. We're going to focus back on the smoke out here. Again, we are currently in the Agua Dulce, Acton area, coming to you live after what has been confirmed to be a fatal shooting occurred at Fire Station, Los Angeles County Fire Station 81, not far from here.
Are you okay for now?
The suspected shooter is believed to have fled to a home in this area, which is currently on fire. You can see smoke billowing in the distance. That is the home that's believed to be burning. There is a Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department helicopter that is hovering. It's been circling the area, conducting surveillance on this house here. There are units from multiple police agencies on scene: Los Angeles Police Department, California Highway Patrol, and of course Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. I'm just kind of settling on a shot of this helicopter right now. Again, this is Air 5 from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. The fire at this house has been burning for quite some time now. Due to the elevated risk, I don't believe there are any fire department ground vehicles on scene. The fire department has been battling this blaze using aircraft. They've been doing aerial water drops on the burning house in an attempt to control the blaze as law enforcement personnel secure the scene. And again, this is all following a fatal shooting that occurred earlier this morning around 11:30 at Los Angeles County Fire Station 81 in Agua Dulce. We are currently live from the area. That's Air 5, the Sheriff's Department helicopter flying overhead. We are currently live in Acton on Bent Spur Drive, where you can see a residence is currently engulfed in flame. There's black smoke rising from the location, where it is believed that the suspect from today's shooting at the fire station fled following the incident. Law enforcement is on scene attempting to secure the area. There is at least one, possibly multiple Sheriff's Department armored vehicles on scene working to clear the area. What I'm just zooming in on right now is the Sheriff's Department helicopter, Air 5, that is conducting aerial surveillance of the area. It is flying in circles. Sometimes it's hovering near the residence on Bent Spur Drive that is currently engulfed in flames. Earlier, the Sheriff's Department landed personnel from that helicopter to the scene here on Bent Spur Drive in Agua Dulce. Law enforcement attempting to secure this residence where it is believed that the shooting suspect from a fatal incident that occurred earlier this morning around 11:30 a.m. At Fire Station 81 out in Agua Dulce, We're currently seeing black smoke, gray smoke rising from the residence here. As I've said, this all started earlier this morning around 11:30 a.m., just around 2 hours ago, when a shooting was reported, when gunshots were reported at Los Angeles County Fire Department Station 81 in Agua Dulce. Fire officials later confirmed that at least one fatality occurred as a result of the incident. A man believed to be the suspect fled the scene, and we believe that they were tracked down to this residence here on Bent Spur Drive in Agua Dulce in Acton. We don't have a clear view of the house. We're currently standing back behind the police cordon in order to give law enforcement personnel the space they require to conduct their operations here. But you can see the black smoke rising from the residence just ahead of us. The smoke coming from this house, which is believed to have caught fire, which has clearly caught fire, following the presumed suspect fleeing to this location following the shooting earlier this morning. Sheriff's Department aircraft are circling the scene, providing surveillance, and we believe they've dropped personnel to assist with efforts to secure the location. Fire department helicopters have also been on scene conducting aerial water drops. In fact, I think there's one arriving right now. This appears to be Copter 15 from LA County, and it has just dropped water on the burning residence. You can see white smoke billowing up from the location as the water strikes heated material. They are attempting to control a fire that broke out earlier this afternoon after what we believe to be a shooting suspect fled to this location.
Save the best shots for you.
This again happening after a fatal shooting reportedly occurred at Los Angeles County Fire Department Station 81 around 11:30 a.m. this morning in Agua Dulce. We are again on scene in Acton on Bent Spur Lane, where there is a residence on fire. The area has been cordoned off by law enforcement personnel who are attempting to secure the location. Aircraft circling the area, keeping an eye on the residents, and periodically dropping water to help contain the fire that has broken out there. We should be able to see Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Air 5, there we go, if we tilt up a little bit, on scene conducting surveillance and dropping off personnel as needed to attempt to secure this location, where it is believed that the suspect of this morning's shooting incident that occurred at Los Angeles County Fire Department Station 81 in Agua Dulce, where the suspect from that incident fled. Now, the smoke has died down. Earlier, it was quite thick. It was dark black in color. It completely obscured the view of the hillsides behind it. But subsequent airdrops from fire department aircraft seem to have caused the flames to die down somewhat, although clearly there is still material being burned. We can zoom in a little bit if it's not entirely clear on the stream. You can see a little bit of gray smoke that is just peeking over the tree line here on Bent Spur Drive in Acton. There are aircraft from multiple areas, multiple agencies rather, circling the area, keeping an eye on things, dropping off personnel and or water on the burning areas as needed. Again, this is Sheriff's Department Helicopter Air 5, which is circling the area conducting surveillance. To update anyone who might just be joining the stream, the signal is live on Bent Spur Drive in Acton this afternoon, following reports of a shooting at Los Angeles County Fire Department Station 81 earlier this morning in Agua Dulce around 11:30 a.m. The shooting is believed to have caused one fatality. The suspect from which is not in custody as of this moment. He is believed to have fled to a residence near this location where we're currently streaming on Bent Spur Drive. You can see the Sheriff's Department helicopter passing overhead. The residence, as you can see, is currently on fire where the suspect is believed to have fled. Fire department personnel are not approaching the residence. According to reports, they are conducting their firefighting operation entirely from the air. Now you can see the Sheriff's Department helicopter is hovering at a low altitude near the residence that's on fire. Again, we are on Bent Spur Drive in Acton. Law enforcement officials advising members of the public to stay away from this area while operations are being conducted. We are currently standing behind a... Pardon me. We are currently standing behind a Sheriff's Department cordon, watching from a safe distance as law enforcement and fire personnel attempt to gain a handle on this scene that is currently unfolding. looking at the smoke coming off of the building here, you can see that it appears to be slightly darker than it was earlier, indicating that there's more material that is being combusted on scene. Firefighters working to contain the blaze as law enforcement personnel work to secure the area. Again, we are currently on Bent Spur Drive in Acton. Again, just to recap one more time before we end this stream here. Earlier this morning, around 11:30 a.m., gunshots were reported at Los Angeles County Fire Department Station 81, where it, we believe, has now been confirmed that there was one fatality that resulted from the incident. No suspect is in custody following the incident, but the suspected shooter is believed to have fled the scene to a residence here on Bent Spur Drive in Acton, where they fled to a home that is now currently on fire. Law enforcement has locked down the area and is currently surveilling the scene with personnel on scene trying to, again, secure the area. The fire department has been conducting aerial drops, as we just recently saw. Again, I'm talking over the helicopter here. That is Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department helicopter Air 5, which has been circling the area. Officials are expected to make a statement on the incident later this afternoon. We believe around 3:00 p.m. in Santa Clarita at Fire Station 150. The signal will be there to bring that update to you. Right now we are live on Bent Spur Drive in Acton, bringing you the latest on this incident. Thank you for tuning into our live stream. This has been Bobby Block reporting for The Signal. Thank you so much.